We will now see how to unbox. First step of setting up your EcoBin is to connect the tap. So if you notice, the tap has two washers. So we will leave one washer as it is, and we'll take out one washer so that the other washer and the bolt is connected from the other side of the pin. So tighten the tap to the washer. Tighten it such that the tap reaches an upright position, and yes, you're done. Second step is to place a strainer inside the EcoBin. So place the strainer inside the EcoBin. We would then layer it with a layer of newspaper. You could also use a tissue in case if you do not have a newspaper handy. This is a one-time activity. This is just to ensure that smaller particles that can pass through the strainer will not go down the strainer and clog the tap eventually. So this is just a one-time activity. That is it, your EcoBin is set up. Now let's look at how you activate microbes so that you can start using the EcoBin. We are going to see how you can activate the Coco Magic microbes. This is a very important step. Why important? Because if you get this right, then composting is extremely simple with the EcoBin AIRO. The only way you can get this right is to use the right amount of water. So for every one Coco Magic block that is supplied with the EcoBin, you need to use exactly 1 liter of water in order to activate it. And the minimum time that the Coco Magic microbes need to activate is about 6 hours. So it would be a good idea in case if you can start the procedure and leave it overnight so that the microbes get activated to an optimum condition and can work well with the EcoBin AIRO. Here, in order to take a measurement, I have used mineral water bottle. So this is the best measure I can get. So I've exactly measured 1 liter of water in this PET bottle, and I'm using a regular use plastic bucket from home. Yeah, let's begin. The Coco Magic block is in compressed format. So what that means is the compressed because it can be shipped easily and it has got a longer shelf life. So once you pour water onto the Coco Magic block, the microbes in which the Coco Magic block contains gets activated and becomes ready to use and ready to compost. So I'm going to begin by tear opening the block. So this is how the Coco Magic block looks like. So you place it into the bucket. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just pour in half of the water on the block. So obviously when you pour water, the water would go and get deposited at the bottommost portion of the bucket. So if you notice, all the water is being absorbed by the Coco Magic block. Now I'm simply going to turn the brick upside down just to make sure that both the portions get the right amount of water. I'm going to pour in the remaining half liter of water now and let it sit overnight. Now the block has been sitting like this overnight, and if you see, the Coco Magic block has absorbed all the water and is got completely activated. Now all we have to do is start breaking the crumbles so that you get a very nice Coco Magic microbe ready to be used. Coco Magic microbes can be stored in any container. It can be kept in an airtight container. It can just be put into a plastic cover with a tied mouth and kept, and it is a completely odor-free composting medium. Now we have come to a stage wherein we can start using the EcoBin AIRO composter kit, and let's see how. The first step, we set up the EcoBin home composter kit. The second step, we have activated the Coco Magic microbes. Now we start adding waste into the EcoBin AIRO and start composting. Isn't that simple? So let's begin. So first we have lined it with a layer of newspaper. So we begin by sprinkling a generous quantity of the Coco Magic powder into the EcoBin. Here we have some kitchen waste. We have a lot of greens, we have some spoiled tomatoes, some leftover foods and eggshells. So the EcoBin AIRO composter kit can take in anything organic. It can take in cooked food, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, doesn't matter. So we now add the waste into the EcoBin. Make sure that you use a generous quantity of the Coco Magic powder such that the waste is completely covered by the microbes. So eventually you will self-learn as to how much of microbes you would need for the quantity of waste that you add in on a day-to-day basis. After adding the waste to the EcoBin, close the lid of the EcoBin, and that is it, you are done. So every day you keep adding waste and you add the microbes. That is all you need to do with the EcoBin AIRO. You don't need to mix, stir, turn, chop, cut, nothing absolutely. And once the bin is full, you keep it aside for about 25 to 30 days, depends on your local climate. And at the end of 25 to 30 days, you would get ready to use compost. Thank you for watching.